Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. Today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars' next head coach. Mustafa Yusuf, Minister of Youth and Sports, has given an update in that respect and what we should expect, who the next Black Stars coach should be, whether he be local or foreign. He explained all that yesterday to a Parliament Select Committee, and when the reports of each and every member of the technical team of the past regime will be presented to the ministry. We'll hear all that from the Minister of Youth and Sports. We're also going to talk about Afena Gyan, who has come under a lot of fire. You'll be wondering why. That's after you find out that he scored the equalizer that sent the game into extra time and then penalties, and him subsequently scoring the winning penalty for Cremonese. You think Ghanaians will be happy, but some section of Ghanaians are unhappy because of something. We'll reveal that to you today. We're also going to talk about Joseph Panstil and his amazing goal scoring form for the club side Genk, and continuing that and a rich vein of form for the young Ghanaian. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Afena Gyan has given his input on who he thinks or the type of coach the Ghana Black Stars should be, the next Black Stars coach, who he thinks that should be in terms of the attitude and what he brings to the table. But before we listen to Baby Gyan's comments on the next Black Stars coach, Minister of Youth and Sports has talked up the Black Stars next head coach in a meeting with the Parliament Select Committee for Sports. Now, Otto left the post after an abysmal performance by the Ghana Black Stars in the World Cup, exiting at the group stages after the high of a South Korea 3-2 win. We got into the low of losing to Uruguay 2-0 and subsequently being eliminated from the group stages of our Group H. And now the Minister of Youth and Sports has revealed that a competent coach will be appointed for the Black Stars. Now, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Mustafa Yusuf, has assured that the Ghana Football Association will appoint a competent coach for the Black Stars. Now, following the departure of Coach Otto, the Black Stars and the Ghana Football Association have been looking for a new coach to take over the Black Stars job. Although over 60 coaches have applied for the next head coach, the GFA has yet to make a final decision. However, according to the sports minister, Ghanaians should be rest assured that the GFA will do a diligent job by appointing a competent coach for the national team. The country should be rest assured that the GFA is working to ensure that we have a competent replacement for Coach Otto. Mustafa told the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, asked whether the coach would be considered was foreign or local. The minister said what the country needed was a very competent coach who would deliver according to the expectations of Ghanaians. Now, Mustafa Yusuf also disclosed that the GFA will submit its report to the ministry by the close of the week or next week. The Black Stars will play their first match of 2023 in the AFCON qualifiers, a double header with Angola according to the schedule brought up by CAF. That will be the game that the Black Stars will play first in 2023. March is the date. Jump into the comments from Baby Afena Gyan on who the next Black Stars coach should be. Ghana is a football nation, he said. So when we are appointing any coach, we need someone who can stamp his authority, not someone coming to try. According to him, the coach's style of play must be visible to all to see, even if he is inexperienced. We need an experienced coach, someone who has strong credential, not someone, even if he's an experienced coach, we should be able to identify what the coach has taught the players in terms of their style of play. You can take an inexperienced coach, but make sure he understands the game. Someone who will make the people understand his philosophy. Someone who can take charge, not someone who takes orders. You have to be strict and take charge of what you are doing. Baby Afena Gyan said, and I think this echoes through with everything we've been saying here. The next Black Stars coach doesn't matter. Can he stamp his authority? Can he say no to interferences from the FA and top brass? Can he do that? That will determine if he will perform. Can he exhibit a style of play which will be visible to all? Can he explain his philosophy, his thinking? Can he do that and imbibe it into the players? If he can, then that is the kind of coach we need. And I think it's quite clear that we all agree on something like that. The Minister of Youth and Sports has said a competent coach will be appointed. We hope they do that. The last 2 appointments have been nothing good to write home about, albeit they all helped us on a journey. But looking at their tenures, not so great in the end. We wish for the best in their appointment of a new Black Stars head coach. My next story has to do with Felix Afena Gyan, who was being blasted on social media yesterday. And you'd wonder, why are Ghanaians blasting him after he had done so much after he first scored the winning penalty in there for his club side Cremonese? Well, it's because he messed up a lot of people's bets. It was Napoli versus Cremonese, and Cremonese are bottom of the league log in Serie A. And many people were banking their last monies on Napoli to continue their rich reign of form after thumping AC Milan recently over the weekend. Many people thought that would continue and placed heavy bets on Napoli to win. Afena Gyan came on in the 65th minute and scored a late equalizer with a header, and then sent the game into a penalty shootout where he scored the winning penalty as well. Ghanaians were not happy. Some were really angry with Felix Afena Gyan, with some comments coming in through like, "Oh bro, you spoiled my bet. Hoto, please send me my money." Congratulations, but you worry me, pal. Like they can't chop some small coins if not for your goal. Now I am broke. Well, Afena Gyan did not ask you to bet on that game, but it was quite interesting the way people were lambasting him after he quote-unquote messed up their betting slips. My next story has to do with a Ghanaian player, Joseph Panstil, who continued his rich vein of form, finding the back of the net and providing an assist. He continued his blistering form in the Belgian First League. It's remiss. It's so disappointing when we think back and say that this guy did not go to the World Cup. Deservedly had to be there, but circumstances, unfortunately, which we hope the next Black Stars head coach can handle, meant that he would not go. The visitors, he continued his form after scoring and providing a brace of assists in Gang's victory over Westerlo. The Ghanaian international served the assist for the opener, and the winner as Gang defeated Westerlo 3-2 at the Het Kupe Stadium. And now the visitors started the game strongly after Panstil found Ouattara Mohamed, who broke the deadlock after 7 minutes of action. Panstil went from provider to scorer as he doubled the lead with a curling finish. However, the hosts responded swiftly after the break, scoring in the space of 2 minutes to level the scores. Maxim de Cooper halved the deficit from the spot before Van den Cabos made it 2-2 in the 55th minute. Panstil produced the magic again after serving Daniel Munoz with the assist for the winner. The Black Stars winger has now scored 7 goals and provided 12 assists in the Belgian Pro League. And this guy was not called to the World Cup. Well, it's in the past. We hope the next Black Stars head coach does the right thing. So that has been it for today. Talking to you about Asamoah Gyan's preference on who the next Black Stars coach should be. Mustafa Yusuf had an update on when the Black Stars coach should be appointed, whether it's local or foreign. He says a competent one is most important. Ghanaians blasting Felix Afena Gyan after he provided the equalizer and winning penalty for his club side, Cremonese. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of the week.